New York has a detailed process for nonprofit formation. Here's what it actually involves, step by step. New York nonprofits navigate a more complex formation process than most states. Here's what's involved. The Certificate of Incorporation must include the nonprofit's name, a purpose clause carefully worded to align with the intended 501(c)(3) category. The names and addresses of the initial board of directors, a minimum of 3 for Type B, nonprofits, the exempt purpose clause and dissolution clause required for 501(c)(3) status, specifying that assets go to another exempt organization, and the incorporator's signature. Next, file with the New York Department of State. Submit the certificate and a $75 fee by mail or in person. Processing typically takes several weeks by mail, though expedited service is available for an additional fee. If the nonprofit's purpose requires state agency approval, for example, healthcare, education, or services to vulnerable populations, that approval must come before or alongside the DOS filing. Then hold an organizational meeting of the initial directors to adopt bylaws, elect officers, and establish foundational policies. For federal recognition, file Form 1023 or Form 1023Z with the IRS. New York organized nonprofits must include their Certificate of Incorporation and bylaws with the application. For state tax exemption, the New York State Department of Taxation and Finance grants exemption from state and local sales tax through Form SD 119.1, and separately from state income tax. These require separate applications. Finally, organizations that solicit charitable contributions in New York must register with the Attorney General's Charities Bureau before soliciting. This applies to virtually all 501(c)(3) organizations operating in New York, and an annual Char 500 filing is required afterward. Subscribe for more on New York nonprofit compliance and operations.